like a rhino, but this mammal is in fact more closely related to the elephant. More surprising still is that it lives like a hippo. Arsinoitherium is a sea monster after all. Well, at least an amphibious one. There's plentiful food in the mangroves for a huge vegetarian like this, but living here is difficult. A beach in the morning is a lagoon by midday. Arsinoitherium, though, is adapted to deal with the changing tides. A creature that's as happy in water as on land. In fact, probably happier. The Eocene is a momentous time for mammals. As well as amphibious species, new types have evolved which are totally adapted to life in the ocean. Here were some of them. Dorodon, a species of ancient whale. And whales were the reason I'd come here, though not for these tiddlers. I was after a far bigger, meaner whale that eats Dorodon for breakfast. It was time to find the tyrant that rules these waters. We're sailing right here in the middle of the Tethys Sea, which runs between Europe and Africa. This is a pretty unfamiliar map because it's not like this in the 21st century. This sea closes up and dries up, and we're actually sailing over what will become the Sahara Desert. And this is the monster that we're looking for. Basilosaurus. That name means king lizard, because when these fossils were first found in 1832, they were thought to be giant reptiles. But this is in fact a primitive whale. Here's an artist's impression from around 1960, and as you can see, they thought Basilosaurus were very reptilian too, just like sea serpents or even the Loch Ness Monster. And this skull is what's chilling to me. There's no whales with skulls like this in modern times. Great peg-like teeth at the front of the jaw for seizing prey. Once inside the mouth, the prey is then sliced up by these big teeth at the back, great big cusps at the top. They are for slicing through flesh. This is by far the biggest predator in Eocene seas.
Drop the anchor!
But how on earth do we find one? The configuration of the bones in the fossil skulls of Basilosaurus is really good evidence that they can hear pretty well. Modern whales, they are so noisy, and we're hoping that Basilosaurus is just the same. We've got underwater recording equipment here, and if we can eavesdrop on their conversations, we should be able to locate where the whales are. Fingers crossed on this one.